Welcome to Momentum Monday. I'm Dana Middleton, your host here on Facebook, Instagram, and now on YouTube. I'm really glad you're here. Today, we're talking about, I think, an extremely important topic. I know I say that every other week when I'm on here, but this one really is something that I think you'll get something out of. The discomfort of getting the discomfort you have to go through to get what you want. We think getting what we want is going to be comfortable. It's going to be great if we get what we want. We land that role, we sell the book or the screenplay or get that gig as a director, whatever it may be, sell a painting. And we think it's going to be great. And on many levels, it is great. But there's another level that I want to talk to you about today, which is about navigating the discomfort that comes with it. Because expansion comes with discomfort. And we are so wired to run as fast as we can from discomfort that becomes a disconnect, right? We hit this discomfort and we go boom, and we just back away because we don't want to do it, because discomfort, I guess we think, will kill us on some level, because it's such a hot plate, right? It's just like, no. But what if that discomfort is very narrow strip of real estate that you get to walk through, that's not comfortable at all, but to get to this other side where you get what you want and it becomes comfortable again, right? Expansion is about, we expand, it's uncomfortable, oh my gosh, and then it becomes the new normal and it becomes comfortable again, and then we do it again. But I really have realized over time, really realizing it now, that discomfort is just the way. Like, there's no other way through but to be uncomfortable. Again, it's not going to be all uncomfortable, but there can be moments of acute discomfort that you can go like, oh no, that person saw me, or that person judged me, or that happened, or, and that's to be expected. And if we expect it, then it's not that big of a deal. Then it's not going to destroy us. It's just like, oh, there it is. There's discomfort. So I kind of made it, my own mission to become an expert in navigating the discomfort to get what I want. Knowing it's going to be there, knowing I have to navigate it, knowing I've got this tool called tapping that's going to help me to get through it easier, more quickly, less painfully, so I can break up that discomfort. But we want to acknowledge it. We've got to be with it, right? So that it can kind of relax and dissipate. So today, I want to ask you a couple of questions, then we're going to do some tapping. It's going to be very simple. Then you can get on with your week, and it's going to be a great week. So what makes expansion uncomfortable? Think about it for yourself. Bigger life, bigger money, bigger success, bigger everything. Think about that. It really requires a relationship reset in certain areas in your life. And certainly with certain relationships, it's just going to require that you see that those relationships are going to get reset. And that can be extremely scary because we don't want to upset the status quo. With a mother, with a father, with friends, with siblings, it's like we have this thing where we know where our place is. And if we disrupt that, what happens? Who's going to be upset? I wrote down a couple of questions here, like, how would a big leap make you uncomfortable? Think about it. How would the big leap you want, yes, it's going to make you happy. Also, how's it going to make you uncomfortable? Let's look at this now so it doesn't blindside you when it happens, right? And then what relationship in your life would actively feel uncomfortable when you have a big leap? Think about it. I mean, actually, who you do not want to tell about your big experience, right? The big up level that you have, it may be somebody who would be jealous or hurt, or judgmental or shaming. I mean, I bet if you take just a second, you could write down at least one name that would come to mind that, I wouldn't want to be all that in front of that person. And that person probably has been in your life for a long time, possibly. So take note of that. But that one person and the fear of discomfort around that one person may be holding you back from getting what you want. And if once you've identified this, you can say, oh, that person. Oh, wow. I see it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to expand. I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want them to be whatever. Okay, I really see it now. Right there, that acknowledgement starts to help you find freedom so that you are not insisting energetically on the status quo to keep you safe. It's all about safety. I had a post this month from Brad Yates, a quote that said, self-sabotage is just misguided self-love. That's all we're trying to do, is to keep ourselves safe, to keep that person who is difficult at bay. But keeping that person who's difficult at bay by staying small means we rob ourselves of our big dreams. And that's frankly really unacceptable. Done. We can't do that. We cannot do that. So today, let's do some tapping. In fact, right now, about um, about just leaning into this, to the discomfort of being great, of being expansive, of being successful, of being all that, right? Of shining. It is to be expected, and it is also possible to navigate. So think of that person that we just talked about, that person who you go, ooh, I don't want to shine that brightly in front of that person. And I bet you got one, at least one who comes up. Take a second, tune in. You're in the spotlight. That person is watching you. You can see them watching you. What comes up? Where do you feel it in your body? From 1 to 10, how charged is it? Take note of these things, before you tap. And let's do a little tapping right now together. Okay, so we're going to start on the karate chop point. If you're new to tapping, just tap along and repeat after me. We're going to be acknowledging the ugly so that it can start to break up. We're tapping on first this meridian point and all meridian points today on your body. Just like on acupuncture points, to release old blocked energy. And we can do that with old blocked beliefs too. And that's what we're doing right now. So just repeat after me and fill in the blanks wherever you need to. All right. Even though I'm scared of the discomfort of living a larger life, I'm willing to love and accept myself anyway. And let's keep tapping right here. Even though I'm scared of that person and what will happen when I disrupt the status quo, I am choosing to have big expansion anyway. Even though the idea of big expansion makes me feel somewhat afraid. What if I can relax and step into my bigger life anyway? Okay, so let's go to the eyebrow point, everybody. This is just right here. We're using two fingers each side of the face, or just one side of the face, whatever you like. All right. I really want to expand and have a bigger life outside the eye. Embrace my bigger life in my creative career under the eye. Oh, it's a lot, and I have big vision for what I want under the nose. But there's this one person in my life who I think will feel what? You know what it is. Will they feel hurt, threatened, angry? On the chin. And that, I think, might be holding me back. Under the collarbone. I'm so afraid of the discomfort of me being in the spotlight. Take a breath. If you're yawning, that's a good sign. Middle of the chest. I'm afraid I'll be shamed or criticized. under the arm. I'm afraid I will be threatening and other people might be jealous of me. Top of the head. If I allow so much good in my life, I'm afraid of loss. Back to the eyebrow point. I feel it in my throat, in my stomach, in my chest. Wherever you feel it, pay attention to the tension maybe that's in a part of your body. So outside the eye, I feel this tension in my body about expansion. Under the eye, all this tension, all this fear of getting bigger. Under the nose. And nobody taught me how to process my discomfort. On the chin. So instead, I have a habit of running away from it. Under the collarbone. And I've done that so many times, but it's kept me away from having what I want. Middle of the chest. Because what if the discomfort kills me? Under the arm. I hate feeling discomfort. Top of the head. But what if I could start to process it instead? So one more time around, we'll go back to the eyebrow point. Thinking of this person and processing the discomfort outside the eye of them finding out I'm a star, whatever that means to you. Under the eye. Whew. It's uncomfortable, but what if it's necessary to feel this, to have what I want? Under the nose. It's important for me to allow myself the life that I want. On the chin. For so many positive reasons for me and for others. Under the collarbone. So what if I just learn to expect the discomfort and tap my way through it? Middle of the chest, knowing that discomfort is the way through to the other side. Under the arm, making discomfort a blessing now. Top of the head. And allowing myself to allow what I really want now. Okay. Take a yawn, take a breath. I felt it in my throat a little bit, which is throat is where we really hold our truth and our voice. So maybe there was a little bit of resistance or a little bit of mixed energy around truth and kind of that lie that infects our truth, right? That, oh no, I can't make other people uncomfortable. That's also a big woman thing. I mean, it's a man thing too, but it's a big woman thing about how we will do everything. I mean, we are really wired. If you're like me from the South, you're really wired to make everybody comfortable. I mean, that's the most important thing. Like, you need to make everybody comfortable. That is your job as a woman, instead of, oh, I'm going to sit here in the spotlight and not caretake everybody's feelings, and let everybody have their own feelings, and let us move forward, and see that as I move through this and I become, as we become more expansive, as we step into our more expansive lives. Not only is that good for us, but it's good for others because it inspires them. They might be jealous or hurt or weird or critical at first, but keep going, and then you become an inspiration. So I hope that is good. It was helpful today. I see some comments that it was. I'm very glad. If you're watching this live or on the replay, enjoy it. Like enjoy the expansion, but also get real about where it's uncomfortable. Get real with that, because once you get real with that, it's not that difficult. It's like, oh, there you are. There you are. Okay, great. I got you. I got you. I'm uncomfortable. You can just step back. I'm uncomfortable. I'm so uncomfortable. I'm so uncomfortable with that person's pain or hurt. I'm so uncomfortable with that person's shame or criticism. I'm uncomfortable. Do a few rounds just of that. You can do it on your own, and that discomfort will start to lose its charge. And then you can be like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. And you keep going, because the last thing we want is discomfort to stop us, right? It might slow us down for a minute, but let's not let it stop us. All right. Thank you for being here today. I hope you have a great week. Think about this during the week. Pay attention to where you're feeling uncomfortable, discomfort, and be brave enough to start walking through it, to face it, to lean into it, right? Because it's a necessary part of the process. All right, guys, thanks for being here. Take care.